until Okra rejoice. And the student call me until rejoice. So our topic today is talking about citizenship. Previously, we discussed about honesty and cooperation. So today's topic is talking about citizenship. So the question is, what is citizenship? Citizenship refers to the status of being a citizen. And who is a citizen? A citizen is a legal member of a state with full constitutional rights in the country in which he or she lives. So it's not everybody is meant to be a citizen. You can be a citizen when constitution grants you what that citizenship. So we have different types of a citizen. We have citizenship by birth, citizenship by registration, citizenship by naturalization, and citizenship by conferment. So we are going to discuss it one after the other. What is citizenship by birth? Now look at the board. According to what we have here, we say that a person is a citizen according to citizen by birth. Now, a person is a citizen when the mother or father is a citizen of a country. So if your mother or your father is not from that particular country, that means you're not what? A citizen. But you can be a citizen when your father or your mother is from the same country. You're not what? A citizenship by birth. So another one is talking about citizenship by registration. This one simply means a non-Nigerian can be a citizen when he or she applied for registration. Example, a foreign woman married to a Nigerian citizen. So you should have it in mind that if your mother is from another country and your father is from here, that means your mother possesses the citizenship of what? Registration. And another example, a child adopted by a Nigerian. Maybe that child is not a Nigerian, but the person that adopted him or her is what? A Nigerian. That child has a citizenship by registration. Another one is talking about citizenship by naturalization. Naturalization is a process by which a non-Nigerian got the citizenship certificate of that particular country where he or she lives, especially when the person is up to 15 years and above. So this type of citizenship is for those that want to do what? Accept another country or that want to belong to another country. And this has to be done when you must have denounced your previous country. I know state up to 15 years and above in that country before they issue or they grant you this type of citizenship certificate. Another one is, and first of all, you must have a genuine reason and interest why you want to do what? Denounce your previous country before you now join the new country. Another one is talking about citizenship by conferment. This is a situation where an individual confirm with the citizenship of another country as an honor. So these are the types of citizenship we have. So in our next lesson, we are going to discuss about the ways of losing citizenship. So how can you lose a citizen? If you're a citizen, does it mean that insurance will cover you? Yes, but there are things you will do that might do what? That might make you to lose the citizenship, or that might, force you to lose other citizenship. And what are they? One, by supporting another country. So you don't need to support. Once you belong to that citizen, you must do what? Defend them. You must protect them. You must work according to the later constitution, and you must involve in government activities of that particular country where you find yourself. So anything that's going on in that country belongs to you. And which you don't need to be a saboteur. You need to support them against external attack. So in a situation they find you supporting another country, as in you are trying to betray a country, you can lose that citizenship. Another one, citizenship by law, is loyalty. You know the meaning of this loyalty. You don't need to disobey. You have to be a law abiding. You need to respect your country. You need to adhere to the rules and regulations given to you. Another one is dual citizenship. You don't need to possess two certificates at the same time. That's why, according to naturalization, you must first of all denounce the previous one before you now accept the new one. Then another one is talking about the qualities of a good citizen. What are things that qualify you to be a good citizen? We have a good number of them, but we are going to mention nothing but a few now. Number one is talking about a good citizen is a law abiding and has respect for those in the authority. You must respect your leaders. It's very important. You must obey the rules and regulations given to you. The second one says a good citizen should always take good care of public property and help to save lives in case of accident. So you need to safeguard the properties given to you. So don't be a destroyer. So you need to build your country, not what? In a situation when they give authority to take, also to organize and to take care of those in that country, instead of you to help them and lead them, you will, instead of turning the other way and destroying the properties. Or in a situation when government to organize a pipeline water, all these infrastructures and facilities, instead of you to protect them, that they are destroying them. That will not make you a good citizen. So there are things you will do that disqualify you not to be a good citizen. So I'm suggesting that you should learn how to live a good life. Those qualities that will make you to be a good citizen, you need to observe them for you to be what? For you to be carried along, and so that you not lose what? The citizenship certificate given to you. So we are going to stop here for the day. So next time we'll continue from where we stopped. I don't know whether anybody has questions. If you have any questions on the page, you can